Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how the Strength Piccolo and Gohan unit does in the Fusion Zamasu Red Zone event. So Strength Piccolo and Gohan, yeah, honestly speaking, a really strong unit. I really like them. I like their leader skill. I like what they bring to the table. I do think the one requirement that I do kind of not necessarily like so much is, well, not like so much, but I think the Goku requirement means that there's only a couple categories where they can really kind of, flourish, because you do need to have a Goku to realistically make these guys shine, especially after the revive. Before the revive, they're more than fine. Before the revive, they're great. Obviously, they do have a couple, issues in terms of like some AoE on fights and things like that. But generally speaking, these guys are great. They're going to be great in a lot of ways. They're going to be great in a lot of situations. There's not a lot holding them back in their base form. Yes, AoEs will give them problems, but they do have their damage reduction, which will trigger in if you have them in the first or second slot. I've done both Fusions Master and the Mega Shenron with their Bond Master and Disciple teams without a Goku. It's just that they take a bit of a backseat. They're definitely more of a supportive unit without the Goku, and after the revive, they definitely have their issues. You'll have to probably use an item, to be honest with you. With that being said, I think they still are great. I think they do a lot of really good stuff for the team. That support, that revive is all great. When they transform, the big issue is that without a Goku, Gohan has no form of mitigation to damage. So he gains a ton of defense on Super, like a ton of defense. Like an insane amount of defense. But getting there is dangerous for him. He doesn't have the stunning capabilities. He doesn't have evasion. Without a Goku, he doesn't have damage reduction. So what ends up happening is he ends up suffering a little bit because of it. Because he now is in a situation whereby he basically struggles for any kind of mitigation before supering. And this doesn't cause him a problem in every single fight, but it does give him an issue, especially in the two big AoE fights that are out right now. I think in future, when we get some non-AoE super endgame content, which is definitely coming based on what we've seen from the JP side, I definitely think this unit will be a lot better without Goku, or be able to be used without Goku, because you're not so reliant on evasion. Still would be nice to have, but the defense after Super is still really good. I just think in the situations right now, in the current AoE heavy kind of situation that we find ourselves in, it definitely is the case that yes, we are probably going to struggle a little bit when it ultimately comes to damage. And that's just one of those things. I think ultimately at the end of the day, it's just one of those things. But you can see here, case in point, just how good the revive skill is, how much it does end up helping the team, how much it does end up helping, all of the units. Now, obviously, I think they're not a unit that you want to go in deep on. But for me, they are a really fun unit that can facilitate both of these teams. So on the Master and Disciple, Saiyan Saga definitely benefits from them. I think the biggest issue actually is that Saiyan Saga doesn't have a super premier Goku to run. It's got the Strength Kaioken Goku, who's a great floater, don't get me wrong. He's really solid. He does great damage. But I think the biggest thing is that Saiyan Saga is too small a category. You're going to have Strength Kaioken Goku, or you're going to have physical Goku and Piccolo themselves, and you're going to have them at a very, probably with a dupe or two. So it's a very kind of smallish window whereby you can have a really strong power duo with this unit and someone else. With that being said, it's not to say that the unit is in any way bad because of it. It's just to say that without that evasion, these AoE events are not going to work out for Gohan and Piccolo, at least with them being the star. Bye.